Mr. Vera is the best, by the way.
No,
If you weren't aware, he's literally the best. Here we go.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for waiting for us. I'm super excited to show you guys the final product that the Drumline has invested an entire school year into. But first, just in case I run out of time, I really just want to take a moment to shout out all of the Drumline parents that were with us at our competition. So if you're here, thank you so much for being here. Can we give a hand for them really quick? They were with us through like extreme heat and extreme storms, and they were there right with us, and we couldn't have done it without them, seriously. I'd also like to thank Mr. Mahoney for putting up with all my emails and just me bothering him about how do I do this? How do I do this? Can we fix this? And can you pick up this thing from a whole other town? So thank you, Mr. Mahoney. I'd also like to thank Miss Rader, who is our theory teacher. Writing this show, I came into this one little bump, or I didn't know how to connect one chord to another chord, and Miss Rader was right there to help me, so thank you, Miss Rader. And of course, my boss, Tim Cumberbatch, because without him saying yes and giving me the credit card for everything, we wouldn't have been able to do this. So thank you so much. I just want to just say, how many times does somebody get to be the first to do anything? These kids were the first to ever compete. The parents were the first to ever be the parents that supported us. So it's kind of a very special year for us at SHC for our drumline department to go out there and compete and show, everyone what we're all about here. So how competitive drumline works, I'd like to explain it for a second. Usually there's like 4 or 5 percussion teachers who design a show. Here it's just little old me, so you get what you get. But they design an entire production, and our theme this year touches on kind of how people go through loss and how you bounce back from that. So in nature, it's really natural for trees to lose their leaves to then begin anew. It's really important because you can't just always have growth. You have to stop sometimes and kind of fall back and then come back stronger. So this first movement is called The Fall I Wintered, which is about wanting someone or something so badly, but ultimately realizing that you can't always have what you want. It's kind of a hard lesson, but it's what everyone goes through. And if you're like really young in the crowd, say you're too young to know what that even feels like, well, just know that one day you'll learn that one day you'll learn that, this is important. You like in nature, you're gonna cycle through seasons, and when hardships arise, it's natural to fall into winter. It's natural. Our second movement is our battery feature called Lock-In Lomond. But first, let's give a hand to our drummers because they're the only school out there that played both mallet percussion instruments and drums. They're super multi-talented. Let's give them a hand while they're getting out of here. They're the only school to do that. I don't know if you know how hard it is to play even one instrument, but to play 2, even 3 instruments is crazy. Bateria is Spanish for drums, but you can also think of how playing the drums really gives you a lot of energy. I mean, drumline parents, you know how attention deficit your kids can get. They're very energetic just because they play the drums. The beat charges up and they bring us back to life. Think of how when you hear music, you just lock in and you pick yourself up because as time goes on, you move on and you can spring into summer. Our finale is called Spring into Summer, which is an arrangement of a song that one of my students showed me. And I absolutely loved it right away, and it actually inspired the whole theme of the show. It represents a part of life that comes after all of the storms and all the rains. It's like when the sun shines through again and everything's okay. The journey that we all embarked on for the first time in the school's history, again, the first time in the school's history, is so special, and I'm incredibly proud of us because we went through so many trials and tribulations, and we had to learn so many new skills and experience so many new emotions together. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty scary kind of leading everyone into the unknown and having to figure it out, but we did it. I mean, these students are so strong, they're so smart, they're so brave. To be the first one to do anything is so hard because think of when you go on a hike, you're gonna follow the path, like the one that's already there. But imagine being the person that just creates a whole new path where you don't even know where it goes. You have to do all these things just to make it work, and that's what these kids did. And I'm very, very proud of them. It's the hardest, I just want to say it finally because it seemed like they're ready. You guys ready? Yeah, they've been doing this all year, they're ready. The hardest part about pouring your heart and soul into something is accepting that eventually it ends and it just becomes a memory. So here are the sacred heartbeats.
cycled through seasons. When hardships arise, it's natural to fall into winter.
Okay, thank you. That is intermission. Have fun.